All right, we'll wait for a few more folks to get on and then we will start answering some questions. So if you are on and you've got any questions, hit them in the chat, Cash the Crash. Hey, what's up? What's up? Scott cleans it. All right, so we've got a few people on. If you would, throw your questions in the chat and we will get to it. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of marketing talk, pressure washing business talk, not necessarily what equipment you need to buy because there are thousands of videos out there that can kind of point you in the right direction there. All is well, CJ. Thank you. Makatu, how are you from South Africa? All right, in the chat, tell me where you guys are from and if you are in the business or thinking to get into it. And we'll get into it. I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm down in South Georgia and it is hot outside. I think it's going to be like 100 degrees today. So if you're out there and you're working, make sure you hydrate. You got to make sure you protect yourself and keep safe because that sun will absolutely crush you. What's up, Braden? Got a couple Texas boys in the house. Hickory, North Carolina. I was just up in, where was I? Not Hickory. Was I in Hickory? I stayed at the Grove Park Inn in Asheville. So dropping my daughter off at camp, picking her up. So we had a nice. Do you pay employees by the hour, percentage of job, or a hybrid model? My employees are all paid by the hour. They're really well compensated. Over the course of my business, we have done all kinds of different payment processing, or not payment processing. We've done all kinds of different pay structures for the employees. And right now, everybody is an hourly wage. And like I said, they are very well compensated. They do get bonuses. They get little bumps here and there for various things that they do. And it has definitely, I think that's really the way to go. What I have learned, and I learned the hard way, is you get what you pay for. And to keep quality people, you have to pay quality wages. And I didn't do that for a long time. And you know, it didn't hurt the business, but it definitely, we had a lot more callbacks. Like I can't remember the last time I had a customer call me back about anything, right? Like maybe, hey, you forgot the tripod or something silly, but nothing quality related. So, you know, again, it is, you get what you pay for. Um, let's see, Athens, Texas. Did you pay employees? I read that. I'm having trouble with leads. CJ, tell me what kind of marketing that you're currently doing, and then we can kind of maybe reverse engineer that. Shout out from Delaware, shine through window cleaning. What up, Mills? Tyler, T-Pain. What's going on, man? Watching your channel has been a big help on getting me started with surface cleaning. Well, great. I'm one of the reasons that we do it. I saw 2 leaf filter ads and they were truly an abomination. Dude, the leaf filter advertisements, they kill me. And now I'm just numb to them. But like everything about them is horrible. So I just can't stand it. Planned on wrapping up a huge paver job today, but a random pop-up shower had different plans for me. Dude, yesterday, my wife and I, all the kids were scattered. One of them was at volleyball camp. One of them went back to move into his apartment at college. One of my sons was out, like, I don't know what he was doing, but so everyone was scattered. So we had the day to ourselves. And we were like, fuck it. I don't think I can say that. Let's go out on the boat. So beautiful day. We went out, cruised around, and this was absolutely insane. So we went up and it was high tide. We were about at the peak of high tide. And so I pull up to this beach. It's called Sharktooth Island. Kind of isolated. There's nothing on it. There's no bridges going there. So unless you're on a boat, you can't get there. So we pull up, and this is right kind of near the port of Savannah. So there are those huge like container ships that you see that are, you know, go from China to the US, and it's amazing. They're huge. Like the size and scope of these things, it's unbelievable when you're actually like right next to them. But 2 of them had passed at pretty much the same time. And I don't know what kind of phenomenon this was, but we were on the beach, we were setting up our chairs and stuff. And the boat All of a sudden, I turn around and there's no water. The boat is completely sitting. And this is in a matter of, I don't know, 15 seconds. The water is completely gone. And my wife goes, "Oh my God, what happened?" Like, we had no clue. We'd never seen anything like this. The boat is like sitting like this, like it looks like it's about to tip over. And I've got it anchored at the front and the back. And so I'm kind of freaking out. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be stuck until like 9:30 p.m. when the next high tide comes. So I'm kind of freaking out, and I have no idea. And then all of a sudden, all the water comes rushing back in, and Amazon's here. The water comes rushing back in, all the way up on the beach, knocks like my phone was completely submerged in water. It's working. My wife's, we finally found it. Her clothes everywhere, the chairs, it was the water bottles, like just, it was the craziest thing. And if anybody knows what that phenomenon is, how that happens when the boats pass and water displacement or whatever, it was crazy. But all of that to be said was, I don't know what she's got for us. On the way back, beautiful sunny day, and just out of nowhere, it was like this flash storm, horrible. Like, people had their blinkers on, their hazards on, because you couldn't see, had zero visibility. And so our afternoon, the guys that were out washing, they got absolutely nothing done. So we're playing catch up today. So I feel you, Tyler. So that was a real long story about nothing that had anything to do with pressure washing. So I apologize. It's raining, so me and the guys are waiting for it to pass because we're painting. Nice. Sergio, where are you from? Joey, are you still accepting videos of trailer builds? Yes, Joey, send that to me. Send it to me at Mike at @qiq.io. Mike at @qiq.io. Or actually, better yet, if you will upload your video to YouTube as unlisted and then send me the link, that would be much better. And then also send me your contact information, and I'll get in contact with you so we can talk about, what all you've done with the build, and some more info. Mike, we are new to soft washing. Do you need to be careful with bleach running down windows when washing? Can this cause damage? It's not really going to cause damage. If you rinse it, right? Like, not immediately, you got to let it do its thing, but you definitely want to apply your detergents, let it do its thing, and then rinse it before it, dries on the glass, because that's one of the biggest callbacks that we used to have. So just be very cognizant of dry time and not allowing it to dry. Pre-wet windows too, especially in the heat. That's gonna allow it not to dry as fast. Because of you, I don't know what that means. Did my message go through? CJ, I don't know. CJ, I'm having trouble with leads. I didn't see what you guys are doing for your leads. Because of you, I started my pressure washing business this month, which is going to be my first full month, on track to do 10K in revenue. I'm also 17. Now, that is awesome. Absolutely love to hear that. Love the vids. Keep it up. Thank you. A long message gone. See, Richard, I don't know. Man, I have invested in starting up my business this month, and I'm stressing about no customers yet. I know you, Redcon One Gear. I've been hitting the streets with signs, Facebook ads, and everything. I'm going to make this work. You are going to make it work. And, just because, and I say this all the time, just because you started a business, that doesn't mean anybody knows that you're in business, right? And so it does take time. Just because you decide doesn't mean that the phone's going to start ringing. Hopefully you've got your Google business page set up. Hopefully you're leveraging every relationship that you have, friends, family, kids, schools, businesses that, people you've done business with, restaurants that you go to. Talk to every single person, and not just, hey, do you need anything done? Hey, do you need anything done? And if not, do you know anybody that I might talk to that might need something done, right? These are the things that you can do. But it sounds like you're doing all the right things anyway, right? Just, knock on doors if you need to. Hit the right neighborhoods, continue with the Facebook ads, continue with the Google ads, make sure you're populating your Google profile with, good content, good before and after pictures. Every single day, you need to be adding more content everywhere. Get on Nextdoor and build some relationships there. Hey, bro, I have a blast watching videos. I don't always comment, but I always like. Thanks, brother. I like watching yours too, if you know what I mean. Do you use duct tape to cover electrical outlets? We do not use duct tape to cover electrical outlets. If they're exterior outlets and they don't have the proper seal or a cover, the guys will sometimes either bag them with like grocery store bags or use painter's tape. I don't like to use electrical tape because that can just be that can be bad. Let's see. Kelvin Calvert, your business sucks. Thanks, Kelvin. Calvert. It does horribly suck bad. Like, I wish I could make some money somehow. Oh, I do lots. But go back to your mom's basement. At what point did you start hiring? When I started my business, I had employees. I started from day one. Let's see. CJ Richart. Yeah, I'll talk to you about your stuff in a minute. My biggest struggle on new builds are the red dirt stains on fairly new driveways and patios. Yeah, over at Southeast Soft Wash, they've got a product called Mud Mayday that's specifically designed for red dirt stains, right? Red clay. So I would go over and check that out, southeastsoftwash.com. And you can use that product. That's going to do a good job. First year in business, we just passed 60K for the year so far, following your YouTube help. That's awesome. Congratulations and keep it up. Sounds like you're doing the right things. I'm from New York. I'm just working for the season, saving for me to pay for my schooling, but I definitely appreciate the construction industry as a whole. Maybe if school doesn't work out, I got a backup. Absolutely. Hey, Mike, big fan. One quick question, if you don't mind. What's the best way to get commercial jobs? Commercial jobs, depending on what kind of commercial work that you want to get into, there's different ways of going about it. Obviously, cold calling is going to be one of the key ways to get at least the initial contact information, and from there you can kind of hone your skills as far as how you're going to approach different people. If you're looking into, say, shopping centers and you want to do concrete cleaning or storefronts, things like that, approach the find the shopping center. There's always going to be a sign, stuff that's for rent. Whoever's leasing and the property management company, contact them, see who they're using, and that can also lead to multiple other locations that they have, maybe not just specifically the one you're calling on, but find out who the contact point is. Stay in front of those people. Staying in front is the key, right? Whether that's in person, with emails, with text, however you're going to do it, try to get in front of them. I'm a huge fan of, like, if you want to get into restaurant cleaning, go have dinner there. When you're sitting there and you're eating, say, hey, can I talk to the manager? Manager comes out, right? It's a lot different shift, whether, when you come in and you're like, hey, I'm John with L&H pressure washing. Here's my business card. I'd like to talk to someone. No one wants to talk to you. But if you're the customer and you're sitting there, hey, I just want to say, we had a great experience. The waitress was phenomenal. Server, whatever you call them. Server was phenomenal. I also wanted to say, when I was walking in, I happened to notice that there were some gum spots and the receiving area was a little smelly. I own a pressure washing business. Here's my card. Feel free to call me. I'm going to follow up with you next week to see if there's anything we can do. Right. Little things like that are great. Apartment communities, right? They're always looking for residents. And you got to have a clean place. You have to have a nice place. Most nice apartment communities have budgets for cleaning. And so that's a pretty simple one. You just walk in and you talk to the property manager and, kind of say, hey, have you guys already gotten bids for this year's budget? And if they have, great. If not, I'd love to submit one. So lots of little ways that you can approach commercial work, right? I would look, find contractors, find other services, roofers, right? Like roofers are going to get calls that they might pass your way and vice versa. Just network with local area businesses. If you've got like any of the little local networking business events that are hosted by various organizations in your area, I would definitely look into that and spend some time getting to know other people, not necessarily in our industry, but just people in general that have businesses, and they, people like to help people. So get out there and get your face out in front of as many people as you can. Man, I thought I was going to die on Friday. 110 heat index. Yeah, right. Is there a resource that'll show you the majority of surface pollutants that you'll encounter while washing? Brian, that's a great question. I don't think there is something like that. In fact, actually, maybe Southeast Soft Wash has something like that. Check out their website. I think they might. Hello, love all the content, watching all the videos. Thought on Facebook ads versus Google ads, or even Nextdoor. Yelp, not a fan of Yelp. Pointless. No one uses it. Nextdoor is good. I really wouldn't run ads. I bought a bunch of different zip codes and really never saw a whole lot of, return on my investment there. Facebook ads versus Google ads. Facebook ads, they work, right? It's proven they work. I don't use them tremendously. I didn't for many, many years, but just recently, within the past year or so, I have started to run them more often because they do work. That's interruption marketing, right? Interruption marketing is when you're on your phone and you're scrolling through your Facebook and you're looking at just bullshit stuff, mindless, numbing nonsense. That's why I'm not on Facebook for like personal reasons. I'm on there for my business, and that's it. But people typically are not on Facebook to be sold to, right? So it's interruption marketing. They're like, oh, I do need that done. Scrolling on to more funny pictures of cats and people's pictures of their food. Google, on the other hand, people go to Google for specific reasons with the intent to buy. It is intentional. They are there for a purpose. That is where I want my business to be. If you're not ranking super high, run Google ads, okay? Sponsor it. Your little sponsored ad or your paid ad is right up at the top. You don't have to worry about getting the what the hell am I trying to say? Your ranking, because you're going to be right up at the top. That's my dog, Millie, who's under my desk sleeping, and she snores uncontrollably. It's very loud, so I apologize. Can Oxnox be used on galvanized roofing? Talk to Southeast Soft Wash. I don't know. I would assume so, but I don't want to tell you to do that and then you destroy something. Trying Oxnox for the first time this week. Easy vinyl job. That is awesome. Can't wait, Keith. Please keep us updated. Take some before and after pictures. I know Cody would love to have those, and you should use them for your own business as well. Hey, Mike, do you have a DUNS number, and do you think it's a good idea? Yes, I think. In fact, I've never applied for a DUNS. DUNS is such a real. If anybody's curious, that's Dun & Bradstreet. It's some sort of, I don't know. A lot of people use that for like business financing and credibility. From what I have seen, it's not entirely accurate. But yeah, I don't think I don't think it hurts by any means. But it's not something that I've ever invested any time. I've never set one up for my business. All righty. Okay, this is weird. It's really nice when you're watching a video and you're getting some information that might be of value to give it a little thumbs up. Not only does that tell me that I'm not just talking to myself, but it also tells Google that this channel is providing value and people are enjoying it. And it's all kinds of like algorithmic stuff. So go ahead and give me the thumbs up thing. I'd appreciate that. Loving Quote IQ. Any updates in the work? Yes, Keith. I do. I'm glad you're loving Quote IQ. Thank you. There are some phenomenal updates that are coming. I'm hoping by the end of this week, we're going to be offering a brand new tier. And this is going to be something that I'm very excited about. We're calling it InstaQuote. And it's also got a feature called self-scheduling. So what this is going to allow users of Quote IQ to do is provide a link. It's going to be an embeddable link, so you can put it on your website. You can put it in a text message, and it's going to allow customers to quote themselves. And by quoting themselves, that's going to take you out of the equation, so you can be focusing on all the other things. Of course, everything it's set up by you for all of your, every single service. It's going to have all kinds of different questions with up charges and down charges. But it's a very neat feature that's going to allow your customers to quote themselves. And then once they receive their quote, once they accept their quote, they're going to be able to schedule their own quote based on the parameters that you set on your schedule within Quote IQ. So it's going to be everything in one place, and it's pretty amazing. I'm very, very excited about this new feature. So that should be out. I'm hoping for beta testing within by the end of this week is what our development team is telling us it should be done. I've been playing with it nonstop over the course of the past month or so that we've been building it. So it's very exciting and very, very stoked about it. what else is going on? Yeah, there's just a lot of new features. Constantly adding new things, but this is a big one, and this is something that is going to help a lot of people close a lot more deals, close them faster at higher pricing. And the reason that I say that is I saw a study that if you're able to respond to a customer inquiry within the first, say, I want to say first 5 minutes, or if you're not answering the phone call, if you don't, then you lose, like, I want to say 30% chance of closing them, right? With like 5 minutes. If you're not answering them in 5 minutes, that your chance of closing that deal, 30%, 10 minutes, 60%. So if you're not like right on top of it, if you're out working and you're on a roof and you're spraying, you're not going to be able to do a lot of stuff. But if you've got InstaQuote, set up, this customer is going to go, they're going to get it, and you're going to be like, oh, boom, I'm on the roof cleaning and I just booked this job, because you're going to increase your close ratio. The speed at which you can get these customers an answer, get them a quote, and get them on the schedule is going to be far beyond what anybody else is capable of doing. And that's going to put you so much further ahead of your competition that nobody stands a chance against you. So that's something that we're very, very excited about. Okay, how many firearms do you own, and which is your favorite? I don't even know how many I own. I own a bunch. I love guns, and without a doubt right now, I've got at least 3 that are within range of these 2 hands, and beyond that, I can look at. There's at least 4 more in this office that are ready to shoot you. Not you, Joey, but whoever wants to come in and mess with the old familia. Are there any roofing materials you shouldn't hit with SH, or is it okay given you rinse afterwards? So we have experience with metal roofs. We have experience with tile or barrel tile roofs, clay roofs. We have experience with corrugated plastic roofs. And of course, we have experience with asphalt shingle roofs, all of which we're able to spray an SH mixture on without any issue. And yeah, rinse or don't rinse, it's up to you. We do rinsing most of the time now. We didn't used to rinse, but now we do. Do any of your guys carry weapons? That is a question that they could answer. I would assume yes. And I would assume, depending upon the time of day and where they're at, it would either be something that's secured or not secure, like on their body or not. I don't know. It's a don't ask, don't tell. It makes no difference. If they've got the licensing to do it and the wherewithal and the ability to handle themselves with the weapon, then by all means they can do it. I keep seeing something outside. That's weird. How the fuck am I supposed to watch this if I need to mow lawns? I like it, mower man. Let's see. Okay. Quinn, what are some good ways to increase Google rating? I send customers a thank you text with a review link to my Google profile, but they all say Google asks for too much info and then leave Facebook review. Yeah, I've never sent anybody a Facebook review because I don't care. Right. But I would highly encourage you to collect as many Facebook reviews as possible. As far as Google reviews, it sucks right now. Google is they're stealing a bunch of our reviews, right? Like, I've got customers that have left reviews and they don't show up. They have sent me screenshots that they have left reviews and they're not showing up. So Google is going through they've been doing all kinds of updates over for the past 3 or 4 months. So I don't know if you've got an email sequence. If you use 𝗂𝘂𝗁, we've got email automation, text automation set up. So I ask for multiple reviews throughout the entire email sequence, because those reviews really it's like gold, right? The more reviews you have, the higher you rank, the better you look to customers. So I would highly encourage you to do everything that you can to increase that number of reviews. And yes, Google does ask our customers a lot. If you don't have a Gmail, then, it's a whole thing. So just, there's lots of things that you can do to kind of increase your likelihood of getting more reviews, but just be relentless and continually ask. What I like to do is if you've got somebody that's like right in front of you, just say, hey, could you leave us a review for Google? And they'd be like, yeah, absolutely. And you're like, okay, here, can you do it right here, right now? Do you have your phone with you? Can you do it for me right now? Because I know people will just forget. And a lot of times people will do that. So just be relentless and don't be afraid to ask. Return to call 20 minutes later. I was on the job. He had obviously been calling competitors, he said, which one are you again? Exactly. I love your videos, Mike. Thanks, Andy. What's up, James Bass, Swan Wizard? Can't wait to see who wins the water-fed poll. Yeah, so we are giving away a complete window cleaning business starter kit. 𝗤𝘂cie has teamed up with the WCR, which is the window cleaning resource. They are at windowcleaner.com, I believe. But if you just Google WCR window cleaning, they'll pop right up. I've been using these guys forever. Great folks up there. They do a phenomenal job. They've got a great staff. They have got everything that you could possibly need for window cleaning. And a lot of guys that do, pressure washing as their main focus, they offer window cleaning as, a phenomenal upsell, especially if you've got a water-fed pole, a pure water system, man. You can clean windows so fast and you can charge, and the margins are phenomenal, right? And people love it. And it's a great selling point as well. Pure water window cleaning, blah, blah, blah. So we've teamed up with the folks over at the Window Cleaning Resource. And if you are a premium or a platinum subscriber of 𝗤𝘂cie, you are already entered to win. If you are not, you can still get in and become a premium or a platinum subscriber. Or if you wait, and we're going to give it away in about a week and a half. So you probably want to get in now, become a subscriber of the 𝗤𝘂cie, and you're automatically entered to win. But so we're giving away like a 30-foot pure water pole, zero, I believe, and it's the pure water system as well on a cart. And then we're also giving away a traditional window cleaning kit. So you get all your mops, all your squeegees, everything that you need, the bucket, so you can do both interior and exterior and be as efficient and professional as possible. So we're really excited about that. Somebody is going to win that. And then we're going to get that all shipped out to you. And hopefully you're going to take it. You're going to go make some money, maybe start your own business, start your new business, or add it to your existing business, or just improve what you've already got, because this stuff is top of the line. And like I said, it's going to make you a ton of money. So that's it. And then we have been talking about our next giveaway. Now, we gave away the Ford Ranger with a Southeast soft wash skid. The dude picked it up last week, the week right after July 4th. And so he has got his truck, he has got his skid, and he is out there making some money. So super stoked for him. Premium member of 𝗤𝘂cie. He didn't have to do anything but be a member of what is probably the best CRM for the service industry. Anyway, we are kicking around ideas of our next giveaway, and I don't know about you guys, but we're going to up the ante a little bit. And we're going to give away another truck, probably a full-size F-150. And hopefully someone wins, someone that's, needs it is going to win it. So pretty cool. All right, Mo, man. Good luck. Have a good day. Can't wait to see who wins the water-fed pole. Anyone else cleaning dumpster pads? I'm looking ahead to the winter and trying to target future business. Keith, smart and great. Something that we can talk about. You do need to be planning ahead. You need to be looking to the future. You need to be worried about those slower months. And having a route work like dumpster pads is absolutely key. Dumpster pads, receiving areas, sidewalks and stuff at restaurants. If you can form a little route, maybe it's one day a week, right? On a Sunday morning, a Saturday morning, you get out there at 4 a.m. and you start degreasing and knocking all that stuff out. That is great, consistent business. It's going to keep you going throughout the entire year. So I would highly suggest looking into that. We used to do that a lot. Wish me luck. Good luck. I watched a small section of a Chick-fil-A for free in exchange for a review and a consideration for a contract. I've messaged the owner twice in 2 weeks and haven't heard back. What would you do? I would probably roll up to said Chick-fil-A and ask for the owner, ask for the manager, and just relay what you just said there. Just wanted to follow up and see, what they thought of the cleaning, and if there was the opportunity for that review and a little bit of contract work. Those managers are constantly busy. I'd keep popping in and make a face-to-face. Exactly. Good choice. Good. This is a good question. Hey, Mike, does window washing include the interior side, like having to go into the client's house, or is it strictly exterior? And what about the screens? Good question. We do not like to do interior window cleaning. We will do interior window cleaning for some customers if the price is right. Now, I don't like sending guys inside because we're usually outside all day long working, and where we work, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's dirty. And so we don't necessarily want to be inside somebody's house, but we will, as I said, if the money's right. So when we do offer both an interior and an exterior window cleaning service, and you can choose if you want to do both. And if the price works, then by all means, we'll put you on the schedule. But typically, we just like to do exterior window cleaning with a water fed pole. It's easy and it's quick, and it gives phenomenal results. As far as screens go, if they have screens, I would ask them to remove them. If they don't want to remove them themselves, then we will charge to remove and replace them. A lot of people will choose to do them themselves. Also, I always ask, can they be removed from the outside, or do they have to be removed from the inside? Because again, then it goes into somebody's house. Then you're worried about furniture and stuff behind, right? Just, I don't know. So yeah, window cleaning is awesome. But I'd like to do exterior windows. That's kind of the focus that we market to. Thanks. I didn't want to come off as annoying by being too persistent. Oh, Joey, I don't think you're annoying. And I don't know if you've asked that previously. I try to keep up, but I'm an older gentleman and my eyes aren't so good. So I'm trying to read and I'm trying to answer and trying to, give some good content to y'all. All right. Create that landing page. Oh, goodness gracious. Somebody wants me to create a landing page for something that we're doing. Okay. Dude, Keith, you nailed it. 51 here, but the brain says 25. My wife gives me shit all the time, right? Like physically, well, I don't know. How old am I? I'm 48. Physically, I'm probably older than that because of what happened a couple of years ago when I died, and I was in a coma for 28 days, and I was on all kinds of life support and had all kinds of crazy shit done. But I think that kind of gave me some more gray hair, and it kind of took its toll to some degree. But mentally, I'm like 18, 20, something like that. But yeah, kind of funny. So yeah, another old guy out there. Thank you. Resident Echo, what's up? I don't do interior windows simply because of liability issues. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, if there's no pressing questions that anybody needs answered today, then I'm gonna hop off. Got some other stuff I got to take care of. But if you've got any questions, hit them up. I'll stay on for another minute or so. Don't forget to hit the little thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't checked out 𝗂𝘂IQ, please do. It's on the Apple and it's on the Google Play Store, and we would love for you guys to check it out. It really is something. You broke my lamp. You got my curtains dirty, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely, James. Your feet are dirty. My people are so annoying. Dude, I had a lady yesterday. We've washed her house probably 4 or 5 times. And so she sent a text and she's like, "Hey, can you get us on the schedule again?" Absolutely. What day works for you? She told me. We set it all up. And then I get an email from her the day after the appointment, and she goes, "Hey, I noticed you guys didn't come. We had everything pulled away from the house and the cars moved. What happened? When are you coming back?" And I go back and I look at my calendar on 𝗂𝘂IQ, and I see that it was scheduled. The technician marked it as done. He sent her the invoice. And I was like, okay, we were there. And she goes, well, we moved. Excuse me? We moved. Okay, well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't send me your new address. I'm supposed to just know that you moved. I don't know you. But they moved. So we cleaned someone else's house. Then I get an email from or a message from my answering service from some guy. He's like, "Hey, on our Ring doorbell, we saw that someone was washing our house, and we didn't hire you to do it, and I'm not paying you." Well, obviously you're not going to pay. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, man, sorry about that. This is what happened. Apologize. Congratulations, you just got a free house wash, and if you would just leave us a Google review." This dude says, "Yeah, I'll leave a review when I go home and inspect to make sure you did a good job." Are you kidding me, guy? And then he's like, "Yeah, we also had a rug on the back, and I sure hope you didn't bleach it out." Like, what kind of person is this? I agree with the bleach, right? We went to his property we weren't supposed to, but now the dilemma, right, is do we charge the first lady because she didn't tell us, or we just go and clean it? And like, I don't know, like these are the things that you run into. I've never run into this before. This one was crazy, but kind of funny. Let's see. You're welcome. You're welcome. Exactly. Hey, Mike, is it easier to get into house washing or roof washing? I don't know. I'd offer both services, right? You can pretty much use the same equipment if you're using a soft wash system and the Karens. Some people. Amanda, I've got a quick question about trash can cleaning. Would it be a good idea to wash cans and then leverage them by telling them while they were there you'd like to add to the service? Any thoughts? Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yes, always be upselling, always be looking for every opportunity you can to see something else on that property that needs to be cleaned, and don't be afraid to ask, right? No harm in asking. You ask and you shall receive, right? If you don't ask, you're not going to receive. So I think that's a great idea, Amanda. Perfect. Also, little tip. If you're in the bin cleaning business, I would try to forge a relationship with some of the trash can companies, the people that are actually the people that are have the trucks that are coming. And I would say, "Hey, we offer trash can cleaning. We'd like to offer this to your customers. What days are you in certain neighborhoods?" And then you can maybe pass out flyers and say, "Hey, look, we know that you're in XYZ neighborhood on Thursday. If you leave your cans out after your trash is, delivered or taken away, here's FedEx. Jesus Christ. Um, we'd love to, send somebody over and desanitize, disinfect, get your cans looking clean and beautiful and smelling good before you put any trash, before you even bring them back up to the garage." That's what I would do. Leverage those relationships, find out where those crews are going to be running, where they're going to be picking up trash, and then canvas that area with your marketing and pick up a bunch of more customers. Hey, Mike, what's in the target percentage? Hey, Mike, what is the target percent in the Quote IQ app? That's FedEx. That's banging on the door now. She was really loud. She was on her phone, just yapping away. And that's why my dog Milo, who's not deaf and who's not under my desk snoring, is barking. And there's Millie. Hey, girl. Target percent in the Quote IQ app. I don't know specifically. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. We've got Millie. Come on, girl. Hey. We've got different, all kinds of different targets. Like, is it your average ticket price that you're talking about? Is it in the quote calculator? Is it in the mixed calculator? Because we've got all kinds of calculators in there. What tools did you use to develop Quote IQ? What tools did you develop to use Quote IQ? Well, we have an entire development team that is super good in doing what they do. That's Millie leaving. Thank you, Crystal. So yeah, we've got an entire development team that works on the development of the app. So I don't know exactly what tools. I mean, I know the code, the different languages. I know where we are hosting and doing all of that stuff. So I don't know. It is the SH Mix Calculator. Okay. What is the target percent in the Quote IQ app? Where is it? You're losing me, man. If you go into Quote IQ and you go to the sidebar, we do have your target, your national averages. We've got national averages for pricing, so that will help you set up quotes. But we've also got your targets for each individual surface that is being cleaned, whether it's a asphalt shingle roof, whether it's a vinyl sided house, whether it's brick. So we're giving recommended SH percentages for usage. And then within the SH mix calculator, you're able to use that. What percentage SH you're using? Is it 10%? Is it 5%? Is it 12%? How much of that do you need to put into your container to achieve X percentage? So I think that's what you're talking about. But if not, and there's something else, then just hit up support at quoteiq.io and someone will be able to answer that question. But I'm struggling on that. But okay, I'm about to hop off and hope you guys enjoyed. And if you got any more questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. I will. Thanks, Brian. Thank you, everybody. And with all of that being said, I'm gone.